Okay, so for this last page, I want the second cities to try number 12. I'm going to give you a hint. It's a two-step problem. And I also want you to do number 14. My windy cities, I want you to try number 13 and 14. So circle those two, try them by yourself, then come back to the video to see how you did. Okay, second cities. It says Hiromi needs to set up chairs for 155 people to attend the school career day program. So 155 is making me think of the total number of chairs. So far, she has set up 6 rows with 20 chairs in each. That makes me think of multiplication. 6 rows of 20. How many more chairs does Hiromi need to set up? How many more tells me I'm going to be doing some subtraction. So I already see my 2 steps. I have multiplication and subtraction, and I always save subtraction for the end. Okay, so when it asks me what I need to find, this question sentence is what you should have written right. Oh boy, not there. Right here. Okay, what operations will you use? Operations just mean what type of math problems are you going to do? We're going to do multiplication and we're going to do subtraction. We heard that there's 20 in each, so that means multiply. I heard how many more, that means subtract. All right, so let's do my 2 steps. Subtraction is last, so let me do multiplication first. 6 rows of 20. 6 times 20. Remember today's trick with the 20? Cross out the 0, do 6 times 2 is 12, then put the 0 back in. Okay, now we need to do subtraction. 155 is the total, 120 is what she has so far. Don't forget, the bigger number has to go on top. And I don't want to do it sideways, do it vertically. 155 minus 120. Can you do 5 take away 0? Yes, no regrouping. 5 take away 2 is 3. 1 take away 1 is 0. All right, so let's fill in these clue sentences. Hiromi needs to set up 155 chairs for people to attend. She has set up 6 rows with 20 in each, so she needs to set up 35 more. How'd you do on that one? I have a feeling you did pretty good. Okay, Windy Cities, number 13. For this one, they tried to trick you. If you have the number 50 for this problem, unfortunately, you are wrong. You do know that you need to add the dogs and the cats information together, but you have to be very careful because they asked you for their paws. How many paws do 30 dogs have and 20 cats? So you have to figure out, well, how many paws does each dog have? Each dog has 4. So that's really like 30 times 4 paws each. And 30 times 4, ignore the 0, it's 12, and then put the 0 in. And then 20 cats also have 4 paws. 20 times 4 is 80. So now if you put their paws together, it should be 200 paws. Good job if you had that one. Ooh, sorry about my attempt to write. That is so horrible looking. Okay, last one for everybody. Number 14. Nick made this multiplication model. Complete the equation that represents the model. So for this one, it's a little bit tricky to see where there's like the separations of the groups. But if you notice right here, there's a little extra space, right? So if it's helpful for you to see, just circle that group. And do you see how there's a little space in between these two? That's what they mean. They didn't want you to count every single 10 and then say times 10. They wanted you to see that they're in these little groups of 10s. So now what do I see here? I see 4 groups. And then what's inside of each one? It's not 3 because I don't count tens and just say that there's 3. You could say 2 things. You could either say 3 tens, or you could tell me what their actual value is. Let's count these inside of here. 10, 20, 30. So how many blocks are inside of that group is 30. 3 tens is really worth 30. It's not the number 3. So you would say 4 times 30 and 4 times, or you could have said 3 tens. 4 times 30 is 120. So good job if you got that. Awesome job today. 5.4, today's Wednesday, and tomorrow you'll finish the last lesson of this very short chapter. Bye, guys.